Welcome to the inaugural podcast known as Every Waking Moment, which is a podcast about life, love, family, about me and my lovely wife here, Sherry, and our stories and funny anecdotes we've had with the children and people, things that have happened to us over the years. Um, we started a while back when we tried to do a not a podcast but a blog. It was pretty popular, and then because we have good stories, we should go back and read it. I'll put the blog spot blog. It was called Half the Mom, Twice the Dad. .com blogspot. I'll put it in the comments so people can see it if they want to see it and read the old things that we used to do, the funny things. Why don't you say something there?
I'm better at typing. I typed that blog up
You did,
and not so good at the speaking part.
but so we thought that we were going to revive this idea when we were going to be empty nesters. Like this was the whole kind of idea. The kids are grown. They're out of the house. The second one went to college. First one was a junior in college. We sent the younger one to college, so we were going to be empty nesters, and that lasted about 3 months.
3.5 months.
Lasted 3 months. And a story that we'll get to later. We're teasing that story. That's a story. Yeah. There's all sorts of stories about why we have birds and bunnies, and there's a lot of stories.
Cats, dogs.
The dryer, the washing machine is vibrating, and I can hear it in the headphones. So that's when you know this is a do-it-yourself mom.
That is
podcast.
the washer machine.
Yeah.
Because you don't do the wash. The dryer's on. That's
yeah,
the washer.
I thought it was the wash because that's the thing that vibrates. Yeah. I don't know these stupid girl machines. That's for the girls.
Nice.
No, I actually did laundry in a nursing home for many years. Well, probably 2 years. Felt like many years. So I'm well versed in the art of washing clothes, which I probably shouldn't have told you. So now you'll make me do them more often because I don't do them. Because you're so good at it. I mean, I don't want to take something away from you that you take a lot of pride in, is basically what I'm getting at.
I'm so good at it.
You're really, really good at it. You're really good at that.
I put them in the washer.
Mm-hmm. You know what buttons to push? I mean, the first time I used these washing machines,
2 buttons to push.
I had no clue. So I've gone through my life basically pretending to be stupid. That way people do things for me. So that kind of works out.
A different side of you.
So that works out sometimes.
Yeah.
So back to the podcast here, which we started thinking about probably before the empty nest was going to happen. And this is almost 3 years now. Almost.
I was looking for an
years?
empty nest podcast, and there aren't many.
No.
There's a few.
We listened to one. Kind of boring.
Well, there was a few by single
Oh, really?
podcasters.
What I noticed about them is that, and this is for anybody that does any kind of social media, YouTube, a podcast, a vlog, is that they'll do it for a while and quit.
Yeah.
And to gain an audience, I mean, we don't expect to make a penny off of this because why? Why would we? But I like to talk about it because we have a lot of funny stories.
We should get to a story because it's already turning out to one of those boring ones that I
Well, you just let me do my job. You just let me do it.
Listening in my car.
Yes. Or the one there's a couple I've seen.
I would have fast forwarded.
There's a couple that I've seen on the YouTubes that oh God, very boring. Very boring. But I'm already being funnier than those 2 people that I saw, and I'll show you which one it is. I'm not going to out them because they have probably like 50 subscribers. We have 0. So, they're ahead of the game. So, let's start with the babies. Do you want to talk about?
You're already off the plan. We were going to talk
Well,
bio.
no, you kind of changed my
little biography.
Oh yeah, I guess we have to do that first.
I didn't even
say my name. Though. My name is Rob. I work in the media industry. Someday we'll tell you exactly what we do because it'll come out because during stories and stuff, and Sherry has a job in let's say it's in the people business.
Sure.
Is that a good way to? Is that a good way?
Yeah.
That's a good way to. She's
I
in
can
the
keep it a
people
secret
business.
for a long while.
She can. So she is in the people business. She deals with people
And I work
of a
in a
certain
building
age.
and also outside
Yes.
of a building.
And
The job follows me even to the grocery store.
in the cafeteria sometimes of said business.
Mhm.
So that's us. We are of a certain age. We are. I mean, I am. We are probably right around the acceptability of the AARP benefits. About that age.
You are? I
Yes.
have a year to go.
Yes. I think I've been
You
there
can get
already.
the senior discount.
Yes, and we'll talk. We have a story about me getting a senior discount when I was 45. I figured out how old I was. I was 45. I got the senior discount. That's how. So that's how pathetic I look. So this isn't going to be although it'll be on YouTube, it will not be a vlog. It'll be a podcast.
It's okay to say our ages.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be 56 this year. So I'm ahead of the game. I got the AARP benefits. I can move into an over 55 community by myself for another year. You're not allowed.
You will have to do your own wash there.
I can bring it here. It's not that far. There's like 15 of those in this town.
I'm 54.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But feel in my head like I'm in my late 30s.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in my late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we were going to so that's our little intro. That's who we are, and we'll probably give you hints as we go along about.
And wait a minute, with the how many we talked about jobs and our age before we even talked about how long we've been married.
Yeah, it'll be 30 years
yes.
this summer.
That's you have to say that then right in.
Well,
June.
I was going to get into that because we were high school sweethearts, as they say. And if I wasn't so stupid and stay back, because back in the day, if you didn't get enough credits in high school, you had to stay back. I know schools don't do that anymore.
Maybe you were smart, and
they
that's
just
why
send
you
the kids
stayed back.
No, I just hated school. I wasn't like a moron. I was just not interested. So anyway, I had to stay back. I had 2 sophomore years. I moved up from Massachusetts as a freshman. I failed every single class. So by the time sophomore year rolled around,
because you didn't try.
Yeah,
you didn't have an interest.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was very depressed.
You had gym.
Gym class?
Yeah. Didn't you have gym class?
Yeah, in high school as a freshman in gym class, you wear your shorts under your jeans. It's not something you look forward to. Frisbee class.
I was a pro at skilled frisbee.
So
better at that than math.
So I moved up here. Had 2 sophomore years. So when I became a senior, we met. You were a junior. And love at first sight, the rest is history.
I was a junior. You always get that year wrong.
Yeah, that was 88. You were 16.
Yep, sweet 16.
But you were almost 17. You're a month away from being 17.
So we've been together more than 30 years.
Oh, yeah. So it's... when did I ask you to be my best gal? Was that is that a thing? It was December. Oh yeah, December 2nd.
You got it.
1988. So, damn it, make me do math. So it's probably been 36 years, ish.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like doing the math. So we've been almost 40 years together. I've lived in this town for 40 years. Figured that out. So we were together 40 years almost, and we've been married for 30 of it. We got married in 96, and I was 26. You were 20, just turned 24. I just turned 26. So we wanted to have kids, and it took us a little while. There was some issues there. Nothing.
6 years.
So, well, the first
like 600.
The first 5, we didn't have any idea what we were doing as far as.
We did.
No, we didn't know
what just saw a lot of doctors.
We didn't know our obstacles. No, not right away. We didn't know what our obstacles were. Probably 3 or 4 years in. Probably. Mm-hmm. I don't remember exactly. So we just had a little bit of fertility issues that could have been a lot worse. We got lucky, I think.
We'll save that for an episode.
Yeah. So we ended up with 2 girls,
Beautiful baby girl.
and
Healthy baby girls.
yeah, one of them is going to turn 23 soon. Another one is 21. So, yep, 2 in diapers, 2 toddlers, same time. Insane.
Yes.
Yep.
Almost like Irish twins.
Don't recommend it. 2 toddlers, 2 diapers at the same time.
It was cuteness.
So, so that's the deal. And then they were big babies too. Your side of the family has big babies. My side of the family does not. The Irish, Portuguese, probably because they all smoke and drank. So the baby, I was a small baby. I was like 6 pounds, maybe 7. So yeah, my mom liked to hit the butts, liked to rip the butts. And,
Mine did too.
So we were small. We were smaller babies. Yeah, my sister Stephanie was smaller too. She was
Still 9 pounds. I
You-
think I was almost 9
yeah,
pounds.
9 pounds is it was
but
big
we
in the
did
70s.
hold the first baby. The first girl was very overdue.
Oh, ours. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So she ended up at 11 pounds, 10 ounces? 11.10?
11.6,
Oh, 11.6.
right?
So she was 11 pounds, 6 ounces. And she
was a toddler at birth.
And what people right now are asking themselves is, for the love of God, please tell me you went C-section.
Well, we went 27 hours natural.
Then we went
and
C-section.
then went C-section. But that's yet another episode.
Yeah, that's another story. So write these down. These are all stories. So she was 11.6, and then Avery, second baby, was
10.6.
10.6.
And she came 2 weeks early. Well, they
Well, he was
assigned
pla-
her
yeah,
to
she
come
was,
2 weeks early.
She was planned.
Yes.
So the thing about getting back to Miranda, the first one, she was in the nursery, and she was bigger. There were twins born there. You remember this? There were twins born there. One was 5 pounds, one was 4 pounds. She was bigger than both of them combined.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she didn't fit into Nana's.
No, she was
No, wait. Well, let's think about this. So she's 23. It was 23 years ago. She didn't fit into the hospital hats.
yeah.
Yes, so Nana sewed her own hat.
Yes, it was
and booties that fit.
right. They were made out of yarn or macrame, so they were naturally
She left
more
with the prettiest
stretchable.
hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
then the hats that they hand out at the nursery, and she was a big baby, to say the least. And she actually she was probably a little older than she should have been. Like she was probably in there. We had what we would call a I guess the word I would use is crunchy, but that's not the word.
Holistic.
I guess Sherry's OBGYN at the time was very hands-on, not a lot of technology. Let's not use the technology as much, more hands-on, kind of guessed at the pregnancy, the birth date. So when Miranda came out, she was wrinkled, very wrinkled, and she still
And clean.
and she didn't want to come out at all. She didn't even cry.
No, she didn't.
No.
She was 23 inches long.
She was 23 inches long. She was a little late. She had a 720 credit score.
She already had a vocabulary.
Yeah, she already had her driver's license. That's how big she was.
She actually told them she needed the extra hat.
Yeah, she wanted the big hat. So, second baby comes. Big baby, a planned C-section.
22 months later.
Yep. So now we have 2 babies, and we're living in a little condo, town over, like a townhouse. We have 2 bedrooms, our bedroom and a baby room. It was Miranda's room and your room, because you slept in that room, in the bed next to the crib the whole time, which, but I didn't mind having the whole bed to myself, to be honest with you. And plus, if the baby cries, you're the first one there. So I got away with a lot of not having to get up for the crying baby. And Miranda wasn't a big crier.
Never.
She was just, she would make a noise because she was hungry. She'd fuss, little fuss. I'm hungry. No big deal.
I was her guard at night, her guardian. And the second one didn't sleep.
No.
She was a little love and Miss Independent, but she did not want to sleep.
I couldn't nap her. I could nap Miranda. Like you'd wake her up because you felt bad that you had to go to work. So you'd wake her. She didn't want to get up. You'd wake her up so you could see her, and you'd feed her, and then you go to work. And
Crying.
I would get up, yeah, and I would get up and we would sit and watch, something on Nickelodeon or Sesame Street,
Teletubbies.
something like that.
I bet it was Teletubbies.
It was a lot of things. I
Yeah.
can't. There was
Well, this was before
JoJo
Avery.
Circus. This is
Yes.
Disney Channel stuff. JoJo Circus.
Oh, that's when the second was
Yeah.
around. Yes.
And Avery liked Pinkalicious, and she liked
Barbies.
yes. Well, those were all on DVDs. So when you would go to work and she would be with me, it would be like an hour, and I'd put her right back down, and she would sleep.
Well, you should
she'd give you a
explain
good
that.
nap. She'd give you a good nap.
Yeah, I would go to work.
She was a good napper.
I would cry to work.
Yep.
And then leave you with the first, and then you eventually went to work. I would get home
Yeah,
from work.
I worked a different
and
shift.
then it was
so-
like tag team. Now
It
you
was.
go to your job.
Yeah, I would get home at night. On a work night, I would get home about midnight, 12:30, and I was still in my 20s. So no, wait, I was 30. Shit, I was 32. Miranda was born 33. So I would, I get home from work, couldn't go to sleep right away. Probably stay up to like 2, go to bed. Then I'd be up at about 7 when you left, 7:30 when you leave.
You slept in shifts
Yeah,
like
so
a newborn.
so
You
I would
slept
nap.
when she slept.
I would nap when she napped, basically, which a lot of stay-at-home moms and dads do now. And they tell them the only nap when they nap, because if you think you're gonna like, oh, they're napping, I'm gonna get some stuff done, you're screwing yourself. This podcast isn't about us giving advice, so just
We'll have an episode of advice.
I don't know.
Yeah, because we're gonna have an episode about lice, and we
Oh,
have
yeah.
advice. We definitely have advice for that.
Yeah, because we have
And
girls,
pets?
so yeah, we have girls with hair, so we have life stories. So
We have advice.
so we so that goes. So Avery is born after that, and now I'm have 2 babies, and you go to work. Avery, not quite the napper Miranda was. At all.
No.
I could maybe get her down for an hour. And plus, we moved. By the time she was able to fuss out of sleep, like when she was an infant, you just kind of roll and cry.
She was like 2 when we moved in this house.
No.
She was just
It's
wasn't she 1.5?
2005. She was 6 months old.
She
She was
that
born
little?
in 2004, and we moved here in 2005. She was 6 months old.
Picture of her in our front yard, and she's about 1.5.
Yeah, it's
years
probably
old.
the following summer or something when she grew up a
Hmm.
little bit. So she so now we have 2, and now you're at work crying, and I'm at home with them, and we had someone come over. I had to go to work. I used to leave work about 2 in the afternoon, so we had someone to come over, or I would drop them off at your mom's, or maybe my mom's. We had somebody every day
Yeah, just for a little
that could watch them for like
hour
an
and a
hour,
half.
hour and a half, 2 hours tops. So yeah, Avery was not a good napper, and if she's well, at one point when we moved to this house, her bedroom was like diagonal from our bedroom, and where I sleep on my bed and where her crib was, if she stretched just enough, she could look to see if my eyes were open, and if she saw my eyes open, forget it, it's over. Hurricane Avery. Yeah. She spent a lot of her time, I think, between 8, maybe 7 to 12 years old when her name was Jesus Christ Avery. Yeah, that's what I pretty much. So
She was always ready for a good time.
yes, didn't want to be left out of anything, wanted to be in the middle of everything, wanted to be in charge of everything, and yeah, wouldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't have it any other way. So that's the story of the babies. So then when we move here, then we move to this house, which is a story. So and most people buy a house, you have a closing date. The closing date comes, you move.
Okay,
you
but
close.
timeline.
I'm just saying that what normal people do.
Yeah.
You have a closing date. Okay. Then it comes, you prepare, you pack, you have a truck, you move, you close on the one you sold, and you close on the one you buy. Then you get to your house, you unpack your truck, and you start your life in your new house. That's what normal people
We didn't really start
do.
there.
That's what normal people do.
We weren't normal though.
No.
We had a different timeline than that.
Right. And we didn't even finish packing. I remember running to the car with like a lamp in one hand and like, I don't know, shampoo in the other hand. We just didn't really pack that well. And come to find out,
Well, we were half asleep when we were packing.
yeah, but it wasn't our realtor; it was the title company that totally forgot we were closing that day. You remember?
Yes, I feel like I took a day off work.
Of course we did.
And
So
we had 2 babies.
we're like, okay, we're ready to close, and they're like, oh, well, we forgot. Can you come at? We're supposed to close at like 9 in the morning.
Yeah, we showed up.
And we ended up closing at 3 in the afternoon.
But their broker forgot.
The title company.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Not
it was the realtor of the
yes,
person we
the
bought
one
it
selling
from.
us the house.
Yes, that's what it was. So they're like,
her career depended on the sale of houses, but she forgot
frickin'
about this
clown show.
Here.
What a clown show. So we had to push off our 9 a.m. closing of our house.
Meanwhile, we had a truck with all our things in it.
Yeah, we had packed it the night before.
We had a condo full of things.
We had people that I work with that all helped out. And we're waiting. As soon as we were going to close, we were going to go to the house and unpack, and boom. And then we were going to go to our other closing in the afternoon. So the realtor for the house that we purchased was able to move their title closing thing to like noonish, and we got that done quick. But we didn't own the house yet because we didn't have the check yet. So we had to break in our own house.
Yeah, we didn't have keys.
We didn't have the keys.
That was all.
They wouldn't give us the keys because we didn't give them a check yet. So everything was pending because of this realtor that forgot that we were closing on that day. I mean, if you're a realtor, your life depends on every single sale, and then you just frickin' forget. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make $6,000 today or $10,000 today, and I forgot. Oh, I forgot. It's Jesus Christ. It was a clown show, absolute clown show. So we did that in backwards, and then we had to break into the house just to bring some stuff in to the garage.
Wait, remind me where we broke in.
I broke into back door, garage back door.
When we had that garage back door.
Yes.
How did you get that open?
I have a certain set of skills.
Did you kick that door open?
No, I have a certain set of skills. I can get into things.
I did not know that.
Old-fashioned doorknobs with locks are very easy to get into.
Was that door unlocked for the next 10 years? Were we not secure?
I don't know. No, it was locked. It was another story about my mom. She went there and she locked it, and she thought that the kids were going to get kidnapped in the woods.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So we had to break into the garage so we could put stuff in the garage. Go back to the other closing, which we couldn't close because the home office in Foxborough, Massachusetts, had a power failure. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we're sitting there twiddling our thumbs. They had to fax them stuff. They couldn't fax anything back because they had a power failure at the home office.
This was another sign.
Yeah, should have never bought this house. Can't afford it. Still can't afford it.
We do love this house.
Still can't afford it.
Yeah, it was a sign that we could not.
Well, now that we've buried 10 pets in the backyard, we're not going anywhere. That's for sure. So we'll have a story about staggering your pets.
Yes, that'll be an episode.
You got to stagger your pets when you have young kids.
Or maybe the variety of pets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You could stick to a species of pets.
Oh, geez. That is a story. So that's another story. So we finally closed, and because we had to bring the truck back, I wasn't able to we put a bunch of stuff in my mom's living room. Because we're moving to the same town, we're like, we'll empty the truck. I'll go down to my mom's house 5 minutes away. I'll fill up the truck with the rest of the stuff in her living room, and we'll unpack, unfold, and we'll be great. Everything will work out okay. But we didn't have a chance to do that because we had to bring the truck back, and we didn't close in time. And the girls were gone for like 12 hours with my dad and his fiance / girlfriend, whatever they were. And so my mom had the stuff in her house for an extra day. And what happens? The next morning, she goes in there and she steps on, I think it was a softball equipment bag, and she breaks her ankle.
Yes, that's another thing I forget.
Yeah. She goes in there
and
she breaks her ankle.
You're telling me a story. I'm just going to agree with you that all that happened.
all of that happened because we couldn't close when we were supposed to close. So there's like red flags, black flags, red flags everywhere about this thing. So that was our introduction to this house, which was a fucking clown show.
Mm.
So
We're swearing.
yeah, well, the F word is definitely something I want to take out because
Yeah.
YouTube will make it a different kind of watchable thing. If you have too many swears, you're in a different category and you're less chance to be monetized, which
I'll watch
probably
my
we
mouth.
will never do. So watch your mouth. I mean, because you are a sassy, you are sassy.
What's
And,
going up at the top of that window?
I don't know.
Are those icicles inside the house?
No. I think that's paint that is chipped. I mean,
I've never seen that before.
that's one of the scary windows that we have.
Yeah.
All right, back to this. So let's look at my notes.
Well, we're in the house and we parented and both worked for the next 18 years.
Yeah,
Right?
well, yeah.
So
we're
now
still
they're
working,
grown up.
So yeah,
They're grown up. One graduated college and the other
is in college.
went to college, came home, and then went back to college. And that's where we're at. And we're not really empty nesting yet.
No. Our oldest is
I secretly don't want to empty
no,
nest.
no. I don't want yes either.
They
I don't
can
at all.
both move in here. It's
Stay
okay.
here forever. I'm not like. There's a lot of people who are like, yeah, get out. As soon as they moved out, I moved something into that room, and it's like I don't want my kids to ever leave. But that's me.
No.
I know they have to, and it's not healthy for them to live with us. But
Going in their old upstairs bedrooms is a trigger.
yeah,
A little bit of a trigger.
So we transformed our garage into an apartment back when my dad moved in. So that's where girl number one lives right now until she can afford to move out, I guess as you would call it.
Which we hope is not for a long while.
No, and she has a cat.
She's ready to go now.
She has
She's
a cat,
she's
our
looking
grand
already.
cat.
She's been here 8 months since grad, and she's working. But yeah, she's been looking most of this new year.
Yep. And we have a grand cat that we don't want him to move either.
No.
And he's one of the many animals in the menagerie that is our homestead. So that is the story of how we got to this point. Thanks for listening to episode 1 of the Every Waking Moment podcast. I promise we'll be much funnier and better next time. Please subscribe, like, share, all of the cool things so we show up on algorithms and all that stuff that I don't understand. And we'll see you next Sunday. Sunday.